Today, the United States stands among the world's most powerful nations. Its economy drives global markets. Its technology shapes modern life, and its culture reaches nearly every corner of the planet. But this land was not always called America. Long before cities, highways, or presidents, an entirely different world existed here. Endless forests, towering mountains, vast rivers, and millions of people who had called this continent home for thousands of years. To understand how America became a global superpower, we must first travel back to the beginning.
More than 15,000 years ago, during the last ice age, sea levels were much lower than they are today.
A frozen land bridge known as Beringia connected Asia and North America. Small groups of hunter-gatherers crossed this icy frontier in search of food and survival. Over countless generations, spread across mountains, forests, deserts, and coastlines. Becoming the ancestors of hundreds of indigenous nations. Their journey marked the beginning of human history in North America. By the year 1000, North America was home to thriving civilizations. The city of Cahokia, near present-day St. Louis, rivaled many European cities in size. Across the continent, hundreds of nations developed unique languages, cultures, trade networks, and traditions.
The Pueblo peoples built remarkable stone communities across the Southwest.
While the Iroquois Confederacy created sophisticated systems of governance and diplomacy. This was not an empty wilderness waiting to be discovered. This was not an empty wilderness. It was already a vibrant and complex world. Across the Atlantic, Europe was entering an age of ambition. Powerful kingdoms competed for wealth, spices, silk, and new trade routes to Asia. Existing routes were expensive and controlled by rival empires. Explorers, merchants, and monarchs dreamed of finding a faster path across the ocean. Advances in shipbuilding, navigation, and cartography made longer voyages possible. None of them knew that an entire continent stood between Europe and the riches they sought. Nearly 5 centuries before Christopher Columbus, Norse explorer Leif Erikson sailed west from Greenland after hearing stories of an unknown land. Around the year 1000, his expedition reached the rocky shores of present-day Newfoundland in Canada. They built small settlements and workshops at a place now known as Lansos Meadows, the earliest confirmed European settlement in North America. Within these shops, they forged iron from local bog ore, marking a brief but significant technological shift in the region. Harsh conditions, isolation, and conflict eventually forced the Vikings to abandon their colony. And over time, their remarkable journey faded from European memory. In 1492, Christopher Columbus set sail under the Spanish crown, hoping to find a western route to Asia. Instead, he reached islands in the Caribbean, believing he had arrived near the East Indies. Although he never reached mainland North America, his voyage permanently connected Europe and the Americas. News of these lands spread rapidly across the continent. Igniting an era of exploration, colonization, and profound change that would reshape the course of world history. Inspired by Columbus's voyage, Europe's great powers launched expeditions across the Atlantic. Spain established vast colonies across the Americas, while England, France, Portugal, and the Netherlands competed to claim new territories. Explorers mapped coastlines, founded settlements, and searched for wealth and strategic advantage. For indigenous peoples, these arrivals brought both opportunities for trade and devastating consequences, including conflict, displacement, and the arrival of profound changes that would reshape the continent. The race for the New World had begun, and the map of the globe would never be the same again. Within little more than a century, North America had become the center of a fierce struggle among powerful European empires. Colonies expanded, alliances shifted, and rival kingdoms battled for control of the continent. Yet no one could have imagined that a handful of British colonies would one day challenge the greatest empire on Earth. Their fight for independence would change history forever.
And that remarkable revolution
Is where our next chapter begins.